Alrighty then. Hello. Hello there, everybody. Today we're going to be working on something a little bit different today. I know that usually we were working on a React.js, or learning to build the website and stuff like that. But I realized something. I was teaching you guys how to do something. I wasn't teaching you guys how to think. Like, I was teaching how to do, not how to think. I don't like that. I want you guys to be able to do whatever you want later on, and you don't have to ask me too much stuff, right? I need you guys to become independent. So, mainly the first thing is programming. What's it for? We solve problems in programming. That's the only thing we do. What we do is solve problems. Now, I set myself up with this little challenge, right? Write a program that can print out bad apple in a way it's a little bit different. A little bit different. You don't expect it. Right? So bad apple. I'm not sure if everybody knows. Played on. Okay? This is all the different ways that people have been able to play this one song. People have been able to play it on the Nintendo NES, like this. Little games like this. I don't know, somebody's been able to do it with... Ah, yes, the TI-84. Somebody wrote a program on the TI-84 to play Bad Apple. Next up, we have also the Windows 10 File Explorer. Somebody was able to play Bad Apple on that. Hello there, Victor. People have been able to do crazy stuff. Hello. People have been able to do crazy stuff just being able to solve these crazy problems, right? As you can see, this man was able to write Bad Apple and play this on the Windows File Explorer. You don't expect this kind of funny stuff, right? And I'm not going to go too complicated today. I'm just going to show you guys what it takes to really think and get the steps done to make these kind of projects fun, right? Because just learning how to code for code's sake is not fun. You have to learn how to solve problems. So first off, when I want to start with, well, first off, we need to trace out the big steps, really, right? So what do we need to do, first off, when we want to make a project like this, right? Well, we have our video. It's a little thick for the brush. Video. And what is video, right? Well, video is just a bunch of images. Images, there's many programs that can turn images into ASCII, text art. So I thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be fun to just make a program that can print out Bad Apple, but with text? I thought that would be pretty fun. So that's what I'm gonna do today, right? Just a dumb little program that does this. So first off, first step number one, we need to get the video, right? That's pretty easy. You can do this in many ways. First up, well, what you need to do, you go to YouTube, you find the video, and you download it. Which is pretty self-explanatory, right? So, just look up Bad Apple. Now, we've got a problem here. First one. It's slow. Right, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look like what we want. It's slow in some sections. It's slowed down like crazy. This isn't gonna work. We need to sort through this. We've also got other videos like this, where it's sheep. Like this one, right? So, there's sometimes... Again, you can play Bad Apple on literally anything. So, sometimes you need just to be able to look through, and when that doesn't work, you need to refine your stuff. Refine what you're looking for. Bad Apple, original. HD, because I want to make it look good. Right, and there we go. We've got the shadow art. Let's see if this one looks good. Yeah, it looks crisp, looks clean, looks nice. So what we do, we get this, and we just look how to download YouTube video. Right, simple. This is the main thing I need you guys to learn how to do. Just look something up if you need to find something else. For me, what I use is a tool called YouTube-DL. which is why I use my music. We don't ask too much about that. I use YouTube DL to download the YouTube video. Now, big question is, how am I supposed to use YouTube DL, right? Because when I try to use YouTube DL, I don't know how to use it. It says you provide at least one URL. Of course, I could do this, but there's also a bunch of tools at my disposition called man or TLDR, which is, I really like TLDR, it's a good tool. So you just YouTube-DL. It gives me a bunch of little examples. So what do I want to do? I just wanted to download the YouTube video playlist. Well, this is perfect for me. I could just go to cd code bad, and then I can just do YouTube-DL, and then I copy the URL from the video, paste that in, and I download the video, right? Oh, this is a WebM. Yes. Actually, it's an MKV. I'm fine. Maybe I don't want the MKV though, right? Well, maybe I want it in a different format, like an MP4. So let's just change that then. RM. This. And get rid of the file, and just look back into the documentation and see. Yes, I see this. Dash format MP4. I see. So if I want to do something with an MP4, I read through and I realize, I need to do dash format. So in that case, dash format MP4. There you go. And then I download that. I get the information, I get all the stuff that I need. And it's the exact way I wanted it. Just by reading through a little bit, you can work your way up from a lot of different stuffs. You guys have any questions for now? Hello there, Sammy. Hello. So today we're going to be teaching you how to think and solve problems like a programmer, because teaching you guys how to code, it's not really that interesting after a certain point. You need to be able to learn how by yourselves. So right now, we've downloaded the video file, right? We downloaded the video file. We've been able to do what we want. We wanted to do the first step, which was to get the video. Now, next step. Well, video, it's just a bunch of images with sounds. So how am I supposed to get the images? That's a great question. That's a great question. So, what I think we would need to do is just split the YouTube video into different frames, right? Because videos are just frames. But how would I do that? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do this stuff with video. Well, that's easy. Just Google it. There's nothing stopping you. So split video into frames, right? Video to JPEG, image converter. This one looks good. I could use this tool, but then code. That's not file. You go to band, it's in, upload video, and then you look through the stuff. Just wait for it to watch. Then you realize it's taking a bit of time. I don't like how it's taking so much time. And then you realize it's done. Frame rate, and you think to yourself, well, and then you think to yourself, this is a bit annoying. I don't like this. Why do I have to mess around? I have to mess around with all this stuff that's a little annoying. Then you realize that frame rate looks garbage. 28 frames. That's not that interesting. It doesn't look good. It won't look good. So you go back, realize, okay, first time didn't work. Split video, and then you see Stack Overflow. And Stack Overflow, that's the one of the most important sites you can get. Right? So, Stack Overflow, it's a place where many different programmers ask all the same questions, and you can get the answers really easy by just looking at the question, reading through it. Post this comment into related thread. Got a notice I've used FBMP. Split my AV files into frame stores.bmp files. It seemed to work, but not quite. I can really deal with 1000 FPS. And then you realize, hello there, I'm in. Just read through the questions. And then you realize, okay, ffmpeg -i file -f image2 image. Read through it. Ah, this looks nice. Alright. So, you copy this one. Looks good. You have to test it out. When you can tell something looks good or something looks bad, you just need to be able to tell. That comes with experience, that just comes with trying stuff out. You guys are fine, you're not going to break your system by just testing stuff out. So you see this. So I do ffmpeg. Oh look, I already have it installed. -I, and then, there we go. And then, I don't know. Let's organize our stuff. CD code, bad. It's all with going with the stuff in the flow and thinking, how can I make this easier for myself in the future? Make frames. So right now I'm just creating a folder where all the frames will be stored. And then I just do frames slash, I don't know. I can just put a number here. Percentage 0 for the PNG. Because if I understand correctly, yes, so percentage 5D will give me 5 digits after the PNG. I don't know if that works, but let's test it out. Yeah, looks like something's happening. I'm not quite sure what, but we'll see. So let's see the code. Bad frames. Ah, well, would you look at that? You're getting a bunch of PNGs. I just checked the PNGs to make sure they look good. 1690 PNG. Ah, perfect. We got one file. We got the files looking good. So we got all the different frames stored right here. So we solved step 2 of the problem. Get the images. Got the video, got the images. Now, big step 3. How am I supposed to convert these images into ASCII arts? Right? That's a big question. And quite honestly, I'm not the best at this kind of stuff. I'm just gonna see if somebody else has this kind of tool for me. Image to ASCII art. That's just text art if you don't know. So you see, images to ASCII art. This doesn't. Now when you see this kind of file, you think to yourself, this won't be that useful for my literally 6,572 different images that I need to process. You think that, maybe a website isn't going to be the best tool for me. So, import image to ASCII art converter on computer, right? Or in this case, on Linux, because that's what I use. And look at that, I got a nice little article here. Oh, wait, this is in Python. Alright, ASCII image file. Let me see the GitHub, because I'm not quite sure how this works. 0 stars. Aren't zoomed out. Oh, this looks good. I'm not sure how this. Alright, this looks useful. I can use this, right? So just pip install. Just follow the instructions that the guy gives you. Pip install. Oh. There you go. There you go. And then look through. Just test it out. MG. Oh, nah. Alright, well that didn't work too well. So, we fixed that. Just clean up. So we uninstall. Yes, sir. So that didn't work. That's fine. We'll just find another program that does the same thing. So when you look up, you see yourself, is there a command line program that can convert an image into an ASCII art image? Ah, well that looks perfect. It looks perfect for what I need to do. Python code. JP2A. What's this? Ooh. That's good. Vendor. Alright, that looks useful. I'll try this out, right? So you think to yourself, look at what this stuff can do, and just try it out. So for me, I'm just going to install JP2A. I already have it installed for example, but of course. Alright, so I've gotten something out, and let's see, CD... Bad frames, right? And then I do a JP2A. I don't know. Alright. Let's see how this works. Oh, well, would you look at that? It looks beautiful. We got text, we got the image and converted it into an ASCII art. Right? That looks great. We finished step 3. Now, here's the big problem. How are we supposed to do step 4? Get all this played together, right? And this is just when you start playing with stuff together, right? Playing with stuff. 44, 45. And then you notice, oh wait, this is once every frame. And it keeps spitting it out to the terminal. What would happen if I were to just do... I don't know. Do the program. Actually just time it. See how long it takes for the program to run. Because if it can do it fast, we can give it a wait time. And then... we can give it a wait time and then we can use it as an animation keyframe. It took less than, in total, less than 1/100th of a second. We can add a time and give this thing an actual frame right now. Perfect. So we look through, right? For these kinds of programs, you just need to think. This is all command line. I've written this kind of stuff before. You'd best use a bash shell script. But of course, you can use Python, you can use JavaScript, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm very comfortable with Bash in this case because it's just very useful. So ls, you realize that's quite a handful of stuff, and then realize, okay, well I could loop through all of this stuff because it's just a number. I can just keep increasing the number every time and print out that one. Of course, you just look up very simply how to do for loop in Bash. Even big guys like me, I've been coding for around 2 years now, I can forget the basics. Right? It happens. That's why we always just look through. Echo shell, for I in x2. There we go. Perfect. So, bad. And then we do a, I don't know, bad.sh. Bad.sh. There we go. So, we do for, I don't know, frame in /frames bang.png, right? So we're just following what the code here does. And then do, oh, goodbye Ben. We do cat, well, not cat in this case. What we want to do is just print this out. And to print it out, what we use JP2A. JP2A, and then we give it a frame. Right? And then we just, done. Alright, now, after that we just test it out. ./bad.sh. Permission denied. Well that's easy, that's an easy fix. General plus X. Of course, sometimes the fix won't be as easy as just something you know off the top of your head, so you're gonna have to look this up sometimes. So you go to permission denied, just copy that, and then you look it up. It's not that bad. Permission denied, bad.sh. Doesn't look useful. Oh, bin.sh shell permission denied. Ah, there we go. This is a very good question. Permission denied when running an sh file. That's useful. Got permissions for, and then you just try this out. Alright. Okay, you can set the bin and execute. Alright, so let's do this. And adapt it for our little answer here. Alright, so chmod plus u plus x, and then bad.sh. Right? Let me do .bad / bad.sh. Oh, can't open frame. Let's see. For what? Oh. There we go. JP2. Ah, I see. Got the $sign here to make it a variable. Oops. Right, now let's try this one more time. Bad.sh. And, oh, well, would you look at that? We got the text going here, but we notice it's a little bit fast, right? We got what we wanted. We got the text, right? We were able to get the image, turn it into text. That's pretty great. But now, it's a little bit fast, so we just need to figure out what's the frame rate. And for that, well, quite simply, you have to do a little bit of math. So cd frames, ls, we've got at maximum 65, 72 frames, right? And the normal video for this was 3 minutes 39 seconds. So 3 minutes 39 seconds in seconds. Now of course it's 180 plus 39, which gives 219. So we got 219 seconds over 6,000 something frames. So we just do the simple math. How many frames do we need to display per second? And that's simple. You just need to do 6,572 divided by 219, and then you get around 30 FPS, right? 30 frames per second. That seems reasonable. So how am I supposed to wait? Make sure that it's done every 30 seconds. Every second's done 30 times. Alright, so after that, you have to learn how to give the file a little bit of a wait time, right? Make bash script wait. Just to pad it out. Ah, there's a wait command that makes the computer wait a bit. Perfect. Sleep. Maybe wait isn't the best. Alright, bash scripts. Ah, there we go. So sleep might be the better thing, right? Alright, so there's 100 milliseconds in a second. So we do 100 divided by 30. And I give it a 0.03 millisecond ago. So you sleep 0.3. Alright, let's try this out one more time. Bad.sh. Something's not right now. Alright, oh, what's the problem here? 0.5, 0.5, is that the problem? Let's cheat. Let's see, 0.3. Did this fix it? Oh, this is not. What's happening? JP2 frame. The sleep's doing something here. Not sure what. Let's try this one more time. So this does work. So we've seen that the text does work. So you have to ask yourself these kind of stuff. Why did it take this long? Right? So what happens if I just do sleep 1? And test that with the small numbers and then work our way up. Buff, 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 buff. Or maybe it is doing something. Maybe I don't know. So it is doing something. It's printing out stuff. But there's just a bit of a wait. There's a bit of too much of a wait here. So it's probably just my delay that was wrong, right? So 0.03. Let's try this out again. Right? Buff. Ah, there we go. Right, we've got something. Now we know that 0.03, it looks a little bit slow now. So, let's just tweak this around. 1. Right. Now that's a little bit too fast now again, but, again, we just keep tweaking until you find something that you like. And that's the end of the process here. You just need to... Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. This looks like the old video. And then, perfect. This is exactly the kind of effect I wanted. Just the normal video into text. Even got the little stars here. This is a very good tool. So, this is basically the whole entire idea of trying to solve a problem. Really? When you try to program, you're not programming to build. You're not programming just to program. You're programming to solve a problem. And these are really all the steps you need to do to solve a problem, honestly. Find out what you want to do, break it down into small achievable steps. And first off, we downloaded the video. That was easy. Then we turned the video into a bunch of images. That took us a little bit of googling, but we're fine. Then we found then we had a few hiccups with the image to ASCII art problem. We found a great tool for this. It works really fast and it does exactly what it needs to do. So we were able to do that. After that, we noticed another thing that we didn't count for. It went too fast. So we just worked on there and looked up how to give it a little bit of a pause, and that's what we did. With that little bit of a pause, we were able to get it to a correct frame rate. Right, now we're able to solve our problem. We're able to be like the really cool dudes on YouTube. And we can now make our own little YouTube video for the Bad Apple. Right? There we go. Bad Apple played on. Yeah. You can play Bad Apple on Google Maps. Yeah, people can do crazy stuff with this. But they all went through the exact same process as we did, breaking down the problem into small achievable goals. I can only assume that the guy just wrote a program to automatically place these stuff down based on where the white is and where the black is. Right? That's another way to do this kind of stuff. Right? So I was just thinking of how to break the problem down. Do we have any questions up until now? Just a question from why this is a great way to think, or why people do this kind of stuff?
I think it looks good.
Think it looks good? Alright. So, yeah, I taught you guys. Really, if you have any questions at all, just don't hesitate to ask, please. I'm here for all of you guys. This is really the best way to actually learn. It's just by doing and asking questions. If you don't have anybody to ask in person, you can always have Google, right? So, no questions at all? No? Perfect. Alright. Well, now that we're done with this, do you guys have anything else you want to do? No? Yeah, Sammy? Yeah, alright. No problem. Sure. So I was watching a YouTube video at the beginning of the day, right? Like, this man was able to play Bad Apple on Minecraft Sheep. This whole video, he was able to play it on Minecraft Sheep, and I thought, well, that's pretty funny. I like this. I wonder if I could do this myself, do something like that. Right? I've seen people do it on the Windows 10 File Explorer, somehow. You got people that played it on Discord messages. Like this. Yeah. And then you got people who play it on Microsoft Paint somehow. Right? Yeah, so I decided, well, wouldn't it be funny if I tried to do it myself? So I decided to do that. So the first thing, and then after that, we just went on the whole different process of how do you break down the problem into smaller, easier chunks so that we can actually do what you want to do. Right? So in this case, we have a video. And the video can be broken down into images, which is better for computers. And the computer can turn the image into ASCII art. Right? That's pretty fun. You can turn it into text, and the text can be played anywhere. So if I had like a smaller window, let's see if this would work. Yeah, you see? It would work on a smaller window because it's text. Right. And then you can make it bigger. It works. Right? That's pretty cool. You don't get this kind of stuff with Minecraft Sheep, right? So, after that, it's just a question of solving the problem. You turn the video into images, you turn the images into ASCII art, and then you work around the problems that you find that come up. In this case, the one problem that we did find was that it went a little bit too fast, so we need to add a little bit of pause. Now, what we did, we just looked up how to add a little bit of pause, found it was sleep, and we did that. Plain and simple like that, right? You understand? So, what did you guys really take away from this, right? If you took anything away from this, what did you guys learn? What did you guys want? What did you guys realize? Yes, yes. You might think that's a funny answer, but that's exactly what I want you guys to learn. Yes, you got it, Sammy. Perfect. Because so many times the problems you can do can be broken down into much smaller parts. Sorry, Victor, I interrupted you. What were you going to say? Yes. Yes, exactly. It's great. So you always need to just try. Again, this is just a very this isn't really a simple example, but this is one of the more this is a general example really. This is something I did this live in front of you guys, right? So you fixed the problem, you broke down the problem, and then really the one thing I want to teach you guys is there is no shame in Googling it. You guys can do whatever. This isn't school, right? There is nobody telling you you can't Google it because you can. Nobody's gonna tell you you can't Google it at work or in the real world either. So you guys can do that. That's why we have the little that's why we have the little code works every week. You can just try to Google what is a how do you do this kind of stuff? What would be the best solution, right? Well, I'm not asking you guys to just Google the solution to the problems, right? That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to think, okay, here's the plan to do this. Here's all the steps I would need to do to break this down. Now, let me Google how would I do those steps. If you guys follow?
Yes.
Alright. Alright. So it's 6:35. This has been actually a pretty short one today. You guys have anything else you want to learn? Anything about React that's confusing you, or you think we're good to go for now? You have nothing to ask? Nothing? Perfect. Alright, well, I guess I'll wish you guys a good weekend, and enjoy it. Alright, have fun. See you guys.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.